Mbata of South Africa in ring A. So the third bout of the tournament for Ilya Popov.
Round one.
So we're underway then. 63.5 kilogram light welterweight action between boxers from Russia and Libya. It's an all-southpaw affair, and the figure wearing red is Ilya Popov, part of a 13-strong Russian boxing team in his third bout of Dubai 2025, and he immediately on the front foot against his opponent wearing blue, Yazin Al-Huwaij, 21 years of age, part of a 6-strong Libyan boxing team. He competing in his second bout of Dubai 2025 after prevailing with a split decision victory over Sinner-Zelwe Mbata of South Africa in the previous round. Big gap in experience between these two. Al-Huwaij competing in the Islamic Solidarity Games earlier this year in Riyadh, whereas Ilya Popov, as a teenager, was one of the most decorated boxers in the world. Commentated on the Youth Olympic Games in Buenos Aires in 2018, where he boxed his way to gold. He took European Youth Gold and World Youth Silver that same year in what was a bumper 2018. And in the 2019 World Championships, in his first eligible appearance as a senior, made it through to the quarterfinals, where it took the iconic figure of Andy Cruz to eliminate him from the tournament. He's seeking a return through to the quarterfinals once again. Al-Huwaij finding himself near the corner and just takes a left cross before he's able to move out counterclockwise to the space of center ring. Good lead-off attack to the body from Al-Huwaij, but creeping across the canvas with real purpose is Popov. Both men seeking to land snappy, sharp southpaw right jabs, but it's Popov who's varying his, dropping down to the body. Lead right hook attempted by both men. It was a counter right hook from Popov, which may have landed first. Beautiful counter right hook again from Popov, catching Al-Huwaij as he sought to spin off the line and out from the ropes to the space of the middle of the ring. Well, he's keeping him pinned near the perimeter of the boxing ring is Popov. His presence and his jab, that was a low blow with the right hand. No complaint from Al-Huwaij, but I think he felt that shot on the belt line. Left hook landed out of the southpaw stance from Popov. Two fast twitch boxers in a high tempo opening 3 minutes. I think it's Popov who will have done enough to take the round, but pockets of success for the man in the blue corner as well. And there's an example of the pressure that Popov was bringing to bear, keeping Al-Huwaij on or near the ropes for practically the entire 3 minutes. Clean sweep of the card for Ilya Popov in that first round.
Seconds out. Round two.
So we move into the second round. All southpaw affair between two very speedy boxers. I wonder whether there'll be any change in approach from Al-Huwaij, because he spent the majority of the opening round, well, in a position where he finds himself now, and that's near the ropes, limiting his movement options. Did explode with a couple of quick clusters. But Al-Huwaij looking to launch his own raiding attacks, but Popov more consistent with his punch output. Looking for a darting jab, and there was a nice 1-2, and changing direction to move clockwise from counterclockwise. Popov aware of that and looks to drop down to the body with scoring punches once again. Is a beautiful lead right hook from Popov, but then that same shot reciprocated from Al-Huwaij. Good left hand to the body from Al-Huwaij, who's spending less time against the ropes now, and by using the space of center ring, he's having his best success of the contest. Popov will be no doubt looking to lay a trap and make him think that he's comfortable, but he's now adopting the cross-arm guard after being scored up onto the body, and one wonders, did that cluster of straight punches downstairs hurt Al-Huwaij? Tucking the chin behind the shoulder in the Philly shell. Comes over the front foot with a forward foray, but inaccurate. Popov so good at reducing the size of the target by almost turning more than side on, because the back, of course, an illegal punch. When he tucks up behind his shoulder as he lands a shot that threatened to stray around the rear there, and again I think Al-Huwaij is feeling these. Left cross then comes over the top because Popov had brought the hands down, and Al-Huwaij, being touched up repeatedly to the body, swings away with a left cross but was inaccurate. Patient probing of the body by Popov is paying dividends here, as Al-Huwaij retreating to the corner once again. Continuing to target the torso with rights and lefts out of that southpaw stance. They're all arrow straight. Left cross over the top when the hands are down once again. So looking to break the man down to the body is Popov. Al-Huwaij coming forward, but no accuracy behind his attempted combination. That roundhouse left had an air of desperation about it. It was a nice right hook to the body to start that two-shot salvo from Popov, but he walks into a left hook that causes him to back up. Another left hand comes over the top. So Al-Huwaij trying to find a home for his heavy artillery that is unloading. There was a left cross that wasn't too far away. Better performance in round number 2 for Al-Huwaij, but I don't think it's enough for him to take the round. Effective scoring to the body by Ilya Popov for the entirety of that second stanza. As we take a look at some of the action from round number 2. There's the work downstairs, bringing Al-Huwaij's hands down, and when the opportunity presented itself, Popov would crack over a left cross to the chin, just like that one. So plenty of support in the house for Ilya Popov here at the Dubai Duty Free Tennis Center. And it's a clean sweep of the cards for Ilya Popov. 10-9 verdicts returned from all 5 scoring judges. He leads by 20 points to 18 going into the final round.
Your third and final round.
So into the final round we go, and Yazin Al-Huwaij has conceded both of the opening rounds unanimously, and again that jab really driven into his belt line once again. I think he's been feeling the effects of these body shots. As again, Popov only wanting the body. So the belt line has to remain visible, of course. Hence the intervention and the adjustments made by the Libyan corner. Now they're taking their time here, which is giving their man something of an impromptu breather. Very neatly done by the cornerman, but I think the onus is to get it done quickly and get the contest underway again. I think it's going to require some more adjustments because it's half tucked into his protective cup, and the shorts are sliding down right before our eyes. So they may well be called upon again as Popov resuming his targeting of the body. Look at that stab jab downstairs and the rapier-like crosses that are being driven in. Single phase attacks easily dealt with by Ilya Popov. And again, he's continuing to drive in straight punches to the body. There's an example of how he gets totally side on, tucking that chin behind his shoulder and presenting almost nothing to hit. There's a character called Flat Stanley from children's books in the days of yore, when Flat Stanley was so flat he could fit into an envelope. And when he tucks up and turns sideways like that, there is almost nothing of Ilya Popov that can be seen. Nice hooks landed on the inside, twice in quick succession by Al-Huwaij. But again, the work to the body is going to give a sore set of ribs to Al-Huwaij tomorrow morning. He's still got a minute remaining to try and find a finishing salvo here. But Popov, with a very composed and efficient performance. And look at where the hands are of Al-Huwaij now. And again, hard charging forward foray, easily negated by the footwork of Popov. That's a cracking right hook to a wide open chin. The tactics in evidence. Bring the hands down and then work away to the open head. It's really been an efficient, clinical display by Ilya Popov. No wasted energy, no excessive movements, and look at the difficulty that Al-Huwaij is having breathing, and he's taken down to the body, slowly chopping down the tree. We've been highlighting his work downstairs throughout the entire contest, and ultimately, to get some respite, Yazin Al-Huwaij with no choice but to take a knee to the canvas. 10-second clapper has sounded, and on the resumption, it's another jab to the body from Popov. And that was a really effective, efficient, and clinical display from Ilya Popov. Game performance produced by Yazin Al-Huwaij. But it's going to be the man in red who goes through to the quarter-final stage, emulating his accomplishment in 2019. In those days, no prize money was available. But for his accomplishments here, Ilya Popov is at least $10,000 richer and remains in contention for a place on the medal rostrum with one more win.
Ladies and gentlemen, on Ring B, your winner by unanimous decision. In the red corner, representing Russia, Ilya Popov.
So Ilya Popov, a unanimous point decision victor over Yazin Al-Huwaij, and it's Popov who goes through to the quarter-final stage. One more win, and he will earn himself a senior world championship medal, adding to the World Youth Silver that he won along with those other successes in that terrific calendar year of 2018. But what a clever display from Ilya Popov, working the body with real persistence. And ultimately, the man in blue was forced to take a knee.